Good evening. It's coming up on 6:15. Hope you enjoyed our first full day of spring. We had this, right? Lots of deep blue sky. We had some cumulus clouds here and there, but overall, what a gorgeous day. This is the camera just a little bit ago at the end of the Oregon Trail Interpretive Center. You see this down in Oregon City, the familiar, what do you call that? I'll call it a formation sculpture of the wagon trains there in Oregon City. Anyway, 63 today. I'd forecasted 60 degrees last night. I upped that to 62 this morning, and I still wasn't warm enough. 63, which for a sunny day, the first day of spring, today's date, the 21st of March, pretty much normal, for a summer day. We're going to have another 60-degree day tomorrow, but remember tomorrow we do introduce the chance of some scattered showers. And stay with me because, yes, I'm going to get in to the lowering snow levels. All of that cold weather pattern behind a Thursday front still absolutely showing up. All right, this is the satellite picture. I put my circle around the front. That's going to come in Thursday. You can see a little surge of moisture coming in behind that. And I haven't had a chance to look at the storm reports from California today, but pretty good storm system moved in. I know this morning they had a different advisories and watches and warnings for wind. They had some mountain snow warnings for parts of the Sierra. Wasn't the biggest, baddest storm that they've had, but a pretty good one. We have been parked on the northern side of that. It really looked like east winds would pick up a little bit more so in the gorge than they have. And now it looks like tomorrow the winds are just going to be pretty much light and variable, then kicking breezy to the southwest as this front arrives. Again, this comes in, it's speeding up. It now looks like it comes into Portland or the I-5 corridor, this front, at about 9 a.m. Thursday morning. Model projections show a southwest wind anywhere from 15 to 30 miles per hour. Breezy during the day Thursday as occasional shots of rain move in. And those occasional shots of rain with the front could be heavy at times. And then we just continue occasional rain coming in on Friday. I do want to show you something from the courtesy of KGW TV and their Futurecast model. So this is 6 o'clock. And if you're not familiar with this, what this does is that basically the computer reads a weather model, just like the ones that I do analysis on every day. And then it basically grabs that information and color codes it and turns it into a movie, which is kind of cool, all right? So this particular weather model definitely shows scattered showers developing tomorrow afternoon. We're going to see them first pop over the Coast Range and the Cascades. And then what you're looking at here over I-5 at 6 tomorrow night, showers that hit the Coast Range first, and then bounced into the valley. I've circled this one in Marion County. See the bright orange color? That would likely be a thunderstorm. We're pretty unstable tomorrow. And it was a good bit of sunshine and getting up to 60 degrees. It looks like the atmosphere will turn wet, somewhat explosive. It shows a heavier shower moving into northern Clark and Cowlitz County. There's a heavier shower being covered up by the Portland sign right here. Earlier, there was this morning when I did the weather, it tracked a strong thunderstorm potential south through Portland over into eastern Multnomah County around 7 o'clock or so tomorrow evening. So anyway, models are definitely biting on scattered showers popping over the Coast Range, migrating into the valley tomorrow afternoon, and late day getting into the evening hours. They're hitting on a reasonable chance of at least one or maybe two thunderstorm cells. So we'll keep an eye on that for tomorrow. That scattered pattern turns into more of occasional rain shots on Thursday with the front coming in. Not the biggest soak that we've ever seen, but a pretty good bit of rain. I didn't attempt to put a precip total tomorrow. It's just going to depend if you get you may not get anything tomorrow. It's going to be scattered. Or you may just get a decent little shower, drops maybe 5/100ths of an inch. But if you get one of those thunderstorms, if the thunderstorms develop, they could just like that pop about a quarter of an inch of rain coming down in a heartbeat. So we'll look for that tomorrow afternoon. The occasional shots of rain coming in Thursday through Friday. Boy, I have to believe over that 2-day period, we're going to at least get 0.4 of an inch of rain. On the high end right now, the models show for the I-5 corridor about 3/4 of an inch of rain. Those same models do put out over an inch for you folks that live along the coast. So again, that's Thursday, Friday. That's the meat of the precip we're getting. Saturday, still likely showers, a day that to me looks wetter than it did 24 hours ago, about a quarter of an inch of precipitation. And then I've added a Sunday rain chance doesn't look like much. A day that gets some decent sun breaks and maybe just a shower or two around that gives us, a trace to maybe 3/100ths of an inch of rain. Okay. The bigger, more exciting story would be the lowering snow levels, right? So I don't have any big change from what I've been telling you the last couple of days. 4,000 foot level tomorrow. Again, that's the elevation of Government Camp up in the Cascades. The front, though, now coming in earlier in the morning Thursday than at one time looked like it would. So snow levels Thursday morning quickly go down to about 2,000 feet. And now I've got us at 1,200 feet Thursday afternoon. We're still going down to 500 feet Friday and Saturday, probably bouncing up closer to 1,000 feet during the day, but these are chilly days. And then Sunday snow level comes up a little bit. What have I got that at about 1,500 feet in the afternoon. I mean, it is late March, so daytime highs are going to want to be up into the 40s. In fact, if you look at the record book, the coldest high temperatures we've had this time of the year are generally right around the mid 40s. So if there's going to be a chance of sticking snow below 1,000 feet, it would have to be overnight, early morning before temperatures rise. So that means we're going to keep an eye on the first day we're going to keep an eye on would be Friday morning, and then we're going to keep an eye on Saturday morning, okay? And again, whatever we get, if we get some snow at low elevations, it would melt off during the day, right? Okay. This map is, I showed it to you yesterday. This is Friday, March 24th, the upper level map. This basically hasn't changed much. I mean, if I was going to take the time to update the graphic, it would pull the low end just a little bit inland. But basically, we're still looking at this pressure height around 537 millibars. That puts us north of the polar jet stream. The main jet is still down here in California. And basically, this is just a cold, low-pressure system dropping down on us. It does give us a westerly flow through the period of Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Now, a map that I'm showing you for the first time, this is the temperature departure map on Friday. So if it's showing you 10 degrees colder than normal, let's say normal is, what is normal right now? 58. So 10 degrees off of that mark would be a high of 48, okay? So that's what you're looking at. So I think maybe you can see some of these black numbers. This shows along the coast some of the departures reaching 12 degrees below normal. It's showing in the valley anywhere from about 10 to 11, even 15 to 16 degrees below normal. And this is, again, showing you a mean temperature departure. So to get that cold, I mean, if we struggle to hit 45 on Friday, which is the current record cold high, low, and we have a chilly morning, then we could be 12, 13, 14 degrees colder than normal. So, I mean, you don't get a departure colder than that for any particular day very often. So understand, if we're talking about highs in the mid 40s and lows in the 30s, that's about as cold as we can be this time of the year. Okay, I haven't changed this since yesterday. Friday morning valley snow level for sticking snow on average 500 feet. But remember, I talked about this yesterday. Over the last month, we've had two mornings come to mind. One of them had that snow that stuck around Albany, Salem, Dallas. There was another one that had some sticking snow, I want to say up in the parts of Clark County, but I'm not positive. I know there were two mornings. So my point is, there could be just a little checkerboard area of the Willamette Valley that gets some cold air forcing. Temperatures drop to 32, 33, 34. The roads really aren't bad to travel on, but you pick up an inch or two of snow, while the rest of us hold at 35, 36, 37 and have a mix of rain and snow in the air and nothing on the ground. So I would expect that to be the potential for Friday morning. So we'll go in the Metro Hills, 1 to 3 inches of sticking snow, potentially. Not widespread, it will be in scattered locations, but definitely FYI, if you live up in elevation, Hawkinson comes to mind, Mount Tabor, especially up in Southwest Washington, the Hawkinson, the hills around Klamath, those areas. You know, if you're at the 1,000 feet up, you could get some decent snow out of this. Again, the winds will be from the west. Coldest snow levels, again, really will be a story Thursday overnight all the way into Saturday morning. Okay, here is the European snow map, okay? So let me get out of the way. You can see right here that these are the Cascades, that kind of bright pinkish hue color, 8 to 14 inches. The Coast Range right here, this does put out a 19-inch amount, but I'm not sure what elevation that is. But generally for the Coast Range, certainly on Highway 6 and 26, we're talking 6 to 12 inches. I mean, if the snow level is really low and a westerly flow, you can get, certainly from 1,000 feet higher, about as much snow in the Coast Range as you can get in the Cascades. So absolutely check conditions if you're traveling over the Coast Range. late Thursday, Friday, into Saturday morning. What about the valley? Well, yeah, 0 to 3. The model, because the temperatures are cold and the snow levels are low, the model does like picking up some sticking snow on the valley floor, but I think the scenario I just talked about is what we'll see. There's at least a chance some areas could get an inch or two in the morning, and then that would quickly melt off, while the rest of us probably see snow in the air and see ground temps hold above freezing. So we'll see. We'll see. I mean, whatever happens in the valley, it shouldn't be that big a deal. It would be maybe a little sloppy for a few hours, and then we'd be out of it. Mount Hood snow forecast, not much tomorrow. Thursday, we pick it up 4 to 6. Friday, we pick it up 6 to 8. Saturday, not as much, 1 to 4. And then Sunday, down to 1 to 2 inches. Again, you can find these on portlandweather.com on the Mount Hood ski page. Here is my 7-day. Watching for that thunderstorm threat tomorrow. I think we at least hit 60. Maybe we go a little bit warmer. Thursday's just kind of a rainy day. But look at the temperatures. 43 in the morning. We may or may not get to 48. I've basically lowered these since the last time I talked to you. Again, the record Thursday is 45 for the coldest high-low. That's absolutely in play as a possibility. Friday, 36 to 45. Again, that wintry mix in the morning mainly. Saturday in the morning mainly, 34 to 46. Sunday's a much drier day, more of a partly cloudy day with a shower around. Could be dry in the morning, but we'll watch it with a freezing temp. And then I think we get a break Monday morning, showers pick up Tuesday, and then pick up Monday, then into Tuesday. Next week, if you have plans, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it's really uncertain right now. The models are bringing this upper level low. They're putting it up near the Oregon coast, but they're never pushing it inland, and then they drop it down to California. Something we have seen time and time again. So right now I'm saying there's a chance of some rain Monday, Tuesday, into Wednesday of next week. But if that low holds out to sea far enough, we'd actually get some decent dry weather, okay? All right, lots to keep track of. Obviously, gardening season is not quite here yet. Don't forget to hit subscribe to my YouTube channel. Tell your friends about it. It really helps me out. And I will talk to you soon.